I won't tell you to go buy Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I won't urge you to read Atomic Habits. I'm not asking you to pick up Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins.
If you want to be great, you want to be the baddest motherfucker ever at what you do, you're going to be misunderstood by everybody because you're going to be so fucking obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes.
Were the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Because if a book was all it took to change your life, you'd already be unstoppable. The main problem with people like us is that we rush to self-help sections, grabbing anything with 48 laws or 7 rules in the title. These books aren't bad. In fact, they are great, especially 48 Laws of Power.
48 Laws of Power.
The 48 Laws of Power.
48 Laws of Power. 48 Laws of Power. The 48 Laws of Power teaches you laws of human nature.
Why should you read this book? If you don't want a life full of pain and misery.
But think about this. How many rule books do you actually need before you start applying what you already know? You have to find the specific knowledge that fills the gaps in your pathetic life. Psychology that reveals human nature. Money principles that actually build wealth. Communication skills that give you real influence. Most guys and girls are drowning in generic advice when they should be targeting their weaknesses with precision. Look, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Most dudes are reading the same fucking books that every YouTuber talks about. You know what I mean? The same 5 books that everyone and their mom recommends. I'm not doing that shit today. Not because those books are bad or anything, but because I want you to read something different, something that actually matters. And here's the thing, some of these are free, like completely free. Public domain means you can download them right now. So if you're tired of being a normie, if you want to actually understand how shit works in the real world, then keep watching. So the first book is called The Art of Controversy by Arthur Schopenhauer. It's public domain, so you have zero excuse not to read it. This book teaches you how arguments actually work, not the bullshit they teach you in school, but real arguments. How people try to win by using tricks instead of being right. How they twist your words. How they make you look stupid even when you're making sense. Once you read this, you'll see through everyone's bullshit. That coworker who always makes you feel wrong in meetings. That friend who guilt trips you into doing shit you don't want to do. You'll spot their techniques immediately. It's not about being an asshole. It's about protecting your mental space and not getting manipulated by people who are better at talking than you are. Next is The Richest Man in Babylon, another free book that most guys ignore because they're too busy chasing crypto and get-rich-quick schemes. I am requesting you to give this a try if you are an ambitious young man or woman. This book teaches you how money actually works through simple stories. Pay yourself first. Make your money work for you. Don't spend everything you earn. Basic shit that most people never learn. It's written like stories from ancient times, so it's easy to read. But the principles are the same ones rich people have been using forever. If you never touched a single book in a year, I am not talking about your school's textbooks, then this can be a good start. I could recommend books like The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham or The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, but to be honest, I doubt you'll make it past page 50, let alone finish the whole thing. So instead of mindlessly scrolling like a monkey all day and whining like a little bitch before going to your bed, maybe do something that doesn't make you hate yourself. It's like 150 pages. You can read it in a weekend and it'll change how you think about money forever. Book 3 is called Influence: The Psychology of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. Influence by Robert Cialdini is probably the most important book about human psychology you'll ever read. This guy studied how people make decisions and broke it down into 6 principles: reciprocity, commitment, social proof, authority, liking, and scarcity. These control everything. Why do you buy shit you don't even need? Why you agree to things you don't want to do? Why you follow people who don't deserve it? Once you understand these principles, you'll see them everywhere. In ads, in conversations, in relationships. You'll know when someone's trying to manipulate you and exactly how they're doing it. The book is not about some cringe, dark psychology bullshit or becoming a manipulative, cringy-ass skibbity toilet sigma. It's about understanding how humans actually work, so you can communicate better and protect yourself from people who want to control you. Well, currently I am reading Surrounded by Psychopaths by Thomas Erickson, and if you want, you can also give this a try too. It's a decent book. A quick update on some projects I'm working on. I mentioned in a few videos that I've been creating a comprehensive PDF about productivity. It's basically everything I know about getting more done, but with way more detail than I can fit in videos. I'm also working on a separate book about study techniques. All the methods I've shared in my videos will be there, but with much more depth and practical applications. If everything goes well, I'll launch the study-related PDF next week. Also, I'm making a new Notion template for habit tracking. This time, I'm keeping it extremely simple. The last one I made was overwhelming for people who never used Notion before. This new version will be so basic that anyone can use it immediately. The 4th book is called The Technique of Building Personal Leadership by Donald Laird. This is a 1944 wartime manual that most people have never heard of, and that's exactly why you need to read it. While everyone else is reading modern leadership books filled with corporate buzzwords, you're going to learn from the generation that literally saved the world. Donald Laird wrote this during World War II, studying how ordinary people became extraordinary leaders under extreme pressure. Scientists developing radar, soldiers leading troops, entrepreneurs building industries from nothing. These weren't people with fancy titles or corner offices. They were people who learned to lead without authority. The book teaches you initiative engineering, how to take charge of situations even when you're not officially in charge. It breaks down decision stamina, the mental toughness to make hard choices when everyone else is paralyzed by doubt. And it shows you how to develop persuasive presence, the ability to influence people through competence, not manipulation. It's public domain in the US, so you can download it immediately. The last book is The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. This isn't positive thinking bullshit. It's about training your brain to operate at a higher level. Most guys think small because they're scared of failing. They set low goals so they don't get disappointed. But here's the thing, when you aim low, you achieve low. When you think bigger, you act bigger, and you get bigger results. The book shows you how to build confidence, develop leadership skills, and create habits that actually work. It's practical psychology, not feel-good nonsense. Schwartz proves that thinking big is actually safer than thinking small. Even if you miss a big target, you'll still achieve more than if you hit a small one. There you have it, 5 books that will change how you think about money, people, and yourself. These aren't the same books every other YouTuber recommends. These are tools for understanding how the world actually works. Most guys will watch this video and do nothing. Don't be like most guys. Pick one book and start reading today. The free ones have no excuse. Download them right now. Even the paperback editions cost less than a Big Mac and a KFC bucket. And they feed your brain, not just your cravings. Your future self will thank you for making this choice. So that's it for today. If you are new to this, then subscribe and join us. Also, if you want me to make a video on a specific topic, then comment it down below and I will try my best to create one. Stop wasting time and go read something that actually matters.